news your way. Join in on the conversation with MyFox Memphis on Twitter and Facebook. Your two-screen experience starts now.
There is now a second confirmed case of Ebola in the Dallas hospital this morning. I'm Alex Flores. Kristen Talent has the morning off. Breaking news this morning. Health officials say a healthcare worker at Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital, who provided care for the first Ebola patient hospitalized, has now tested positive for Ebola. The healthcare worker reported a low-grade fever Friday night and was isolated and referred for testing. The first round of test results were received late Saturday. The Texas Department of State Health says they had been preparing for this possibility. Health officials have interviewed the patient and are identifying potential exposures. Thomas Eric Duncan was the first person diagnosed with Ebola in the U.S., and he died Wednesday in the same Dallas hospital. And we'll have more in this story in our evening news, and also in the news this morning. Tennessee voters will begin casting ballots this week on whether to modify the way we choose appeals judges and Supreme Court justices. Currently, the governor makes appointments to fill vacancies on the state's top courts. Voters then decide whether to keep or replace them during elections. Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam says the current system is a way to advance the best candidates and avoid judicial elections. FedEx Ground is facing a lawsuit from the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. The EEOC's lawsuit claims FedEx Ground allegedly discriminated against deaf and partially deaf workers. The lawsuit claims the company employed a significant number of deaf package handlers, but failed to provide their needed accommodations such as language training videos and work equipment. The lawsuit covers 19 discrimination charges filed nationwide. FedEx says it's committed to fair and equal treatment of employees and says the EEOC's claims are misleading. And we'll have much more on those stories coming up, but first let's get a look at weather. Hey there, good morning, Wendy.
Good morning, Alex, and good morning, everyone. Boy, it's kind of spooky outdoors right now. Let me show you. We're going to take a look kind of spooky. Let's take a look outdoors with Skyfox. Ooh, this honestly is overlooking downtown Memphis, FedEx Forum, and Peabody Rooftop. That's a Skyfox, and I've used the wiper on it. We've got a dense fog advisory across the Mid-South right now. Currently 63 degrees. True view just shows you kind of another view of that. We've got low-lying clouds in the form of fog. Light winds combined with that cool, moist air mass has resulted in clouds on the ground. And we're seeing a little bit of light to moderate showers pushing across central Mississippi, now lifting up into Batesville and Tupelo. Now, the dense fog advisory will be until 9 o'clock. They may need to extend it. We'll see the clouds eventually lift from the surface, but we'll keep the mostly cloudy skies overhead. And it's cool out there as well. We've got a little bit of mist and drizzle, 59 in Millington, 58 in Arlington, and around 60 degrees on the average. Now, the winds have shifted. Instead of the north today, they'll be from the south to southwest, around 5 to 10 miles per hour. But temperatures only 10 degrees warmer than what we saw yesterday. Still below seasonal, but 76 for today's afternoon high. Could see a few peaks of sunshine here and there for the Mid-South, but on the whole, a mostly cloudy day with a chance of those scattered showers. No severe thunderstorms today, anywhere between the morning into the evening. Now, overnight, rain will begin to pick up, and we could see some strong storms move into the Mid-South as soon as tomorrow. The main threat, damaging winds, hail, and can't rule out tornadoes. Alex will be watching the weather really intently today and tomorrow, and we'll keep you informed. Back to you.
Thank you, Wendy. First on Fox, a new U.S. travel study shows Tennessee tourists spent twice as much money this year in comparison to last year. According to reports, this type of growth helps support about 1 of every 20 jobs in the state. Governor Bill Haslam says the state's tourist industry grew by over 3% in 2013 to more than $27 billion. The industry employs more than 236,000 workers in Tennessee. Haslam is hoping to grow those numbers by creating more marketing campaigns for the state. Those campaigns are paid for with taxpayer money. With the November 1st deadline to apply approaching, 35,000 high school students have already registered for Governor Bill Haslam's Tennessee Promise program. It's the state's original goal was 20,000 applicants. It's a state initiative to increase the number of Tennesseans who have college degrees or certificates to 55% by the year 2025. The thought is Tennessee Promise will help improve overall job qualifications and attract employers to the state. Tennessee Promise allows high school graduates to attend two-year state community colleges or colleges of applied technology for free. The program offers tuition help to students who qualify. Preparing for a possible flu pandemic. Shelby County first responders spent the day yesterday testing their ability to vaccinate a large amount of people in a short period of time, just in case there is ever a real emergency. Hickory Ridge Mall became the center of a mass vaccination effort on Saturday. The Shelby County Health Department needed to test their capabilities, so they decided to offer free flu shots to bring in real participants.
We're charged with trying to deliver either vaccines or other biologics to the community in a short period of time.
This procedure would be put into place in the event of a real pandemic, where residents would need to peacefully assemble and get their vaccine or antibiotics. People like Annette Woods and her 7-year-old son, Darian.
Well, Darian was diagnosed with asthma, and since he has to get his flu shot, I need to get mine also.
First, participants had to form a line, fill out some medical history forms before being evaluated by medical personnel and then given their flu shot. Some were in and out in as little as 5 minutes. And that's a good thing, say organizers. In the event of a real pandemic, time would be of the essence.
We have had a number of viruses that have been quite prominent in the news lately that are making people realize that the infectious diseases are still out there and they can still get us.
The Shelby County Health Department hopes this kind of training means they'll be ready for whatever comes their way. And the health department says nearly 500 people got their free flu shots during that exercise. If you haven't gotten your flu shot yet, we have a list of who needs to be vaccinated this flu season. Just go to our MyFox Memphis Facebook page and click on the link to this story. Also, don't forget you can also follow us at MyFox Memphis on Twitter for the latest on breaking news and other top stories of the day. The recent murders of 2 Hispanic men in Memphis is leading the Hispanic community to take action. A group of protesters held signs saying no more deaths and report all crimes on the corner of Jackson and Wales. Last week, 4 men were shot during a robbery on Gerald Street. Juan Garcia and Alvaro Casillas were killed. Saturday's protest was all about raising awareness about crimes against Hispanics and to get attention from the Memphis Police Department.
We want to see if the chief of police gets the message, but meanwhile, we are doing this because I know it's going to take a long time to get this all organized.
So far, no arrests have been made. If you know anything that can help police, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number, 528-CASH. A young Memphis man is using his music to help lift the aspirations of others in his community. Later in the show, the Memphis Police Association is calling out the city. MPA President Mike Williams will be here live telling what he needs from you. You're watching Fox 13's Good Morning Memphis.